right, so today we're joined by Ife Thompson. She's a criminal defense, human rights and family barrister, linguistic justice activist, a United Nations fellow, and the founder of BLAM UK. Is it BLAM or BLAM?
BLAM.
Do you say BLAM?
I say BLAM.
And BLAM means?
Black Learning, Achievement and Mental Health.
Got it. Recently made headlines after successfully advocating for a Jamaican client's right to a patois interpreter in court, which is landmark. Am I right?
Yeah.
Precedent setting.
Come on, let's
Look
go.
at you, Ife. Round of applause, mate. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me, give me the backstory. How did you come to meet this client? What was happening? And how did the advocacy start?
Yeah, so I do a lot of cases where I'm advocating for black language speakers. So often I've had cases where black people have said the N-word, but they spell it the way that African Americans spell it, with N-A-G-G-A, and they've been arrested, taken to court for it, say that it's racist language use, even though they're using it as black people to other black people. So
Okay, hang on now, breaks. So we've gone past language now, we've gone past culture, we're in cultural context now.
That's right.
So you've had clients who've been arrested for using the N-word,
Yes.
spelled differently in Britain,
Yes.
and has a different meaning entirely as if you were to use the I transposed
Yes.
with the A in the United States.
Yes. And they've been brought to court and prosecuted for it.
That's an arrestable offence?
That's what they're doing in the UK, even if you use it to other black people. Yeah. Even if you're saying it to me like my brother or my friend, they're looking at it from their own lens, which is when white people use it, it's racist, but we spell it differently, which means we appropriated the word. So one of my cases, the prosecution ended up offering no evidence on the case. We got a linguist, an AVE linguist from America.
What is AVE?
African American Vernacular English.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so she did a whole report.
So many layers. Right.
Explaining that this is a word that black people reappropriated and it's a different language. We're not speaking mainstream, we're speaking our own language.
Yeah, it's like an urban variant.
That's what we're saying.
Got it. Look at me.
That's right.
So how did you end up with this patois case now? And tell me what was happening
so
there.
that case got national recognition in different newspapers. So this lawyer was looking for someone that does a lot of work on black language justice. And then she came to me. And outside my legal work, I've also advocated for black children using the word wagwan. We had a black child sent out the classroom for saying wagwan to their teacher in a black majority school.
What?
So they see black languages as somewhat criminal or bad or something that shouldn't be celebrated. But if that child said bonjour in French, they say she's bilingual. So we're seeing how black language is weaponized and black people are literally being criminalized in courtrooms, in the school space. So I do a lot of advocacy around it. So when she's looking for somebody to help this Jamaican patois speaker, she said Ife would be perfect because I've been doing a lot of work on this already.
So how did it play out, Ife?
Yeah, so at first when I told the judge I wanted to get a Jamaican patois interpreter, he was like, I'm not convinced, Miss Thompson, your client needs an interpreter. He's been there for a number of years. I said, my client's nervous. He goes to his mother tongue.
That's right.
Which is Jamaican patois.
Most of us, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I said, Judge, when he starts to bust up in the patois,
yeah,
you're not going to hear him.
You're not going to understand,
That's right. That's what I told the judge. And then I started arguing that, it's a right to a fair trial. Part of your human rights is that you're able to communicate to the court in a language most comfortable to you.
That's right.
And thinking about the court setting is very alien for a lot of people. It's quite scary.
Intimidating.
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
So you need to be made as comfortable as possible. So I argued saying that, we really need to get a Jamaican patois interpreter. And when they first did one, there wasn't anybody on the official role registered as an interpreter. They had to go off role. And then we got a Jamaican patois interpreter and she did a brilliant job.
Did you win your case?
So I guess overall the case wasn't won per se, but at least for his language justice rights, that was a big win for us.
Yeah.
We don't see a lot of people doing that extra work. People just think that Jamaican patois is similar to English, so you don't need an interpreter. But it's a whole complete different language, different grammar rules, different pronunciation, and a different history, and that needs to be respected.
Yeah, well, again, precedent setting, you may not have won the case, but you won that case.
Yeah.
And I'm sure now you've made it, you've opened the door for other folks to be able to access this kind of service, which is so important.
Particularly for Creole languages, because I feel as though they don't recognize those languages, they just see them as broken English, but no language is broken. Every language is complete and whole.
Yes.
Particularly with Jamaican patois, it's a resistant language. It's got a lot of West African features, it's got British features. It's a language of pushback against oppression. I think it's very beautiful to have it recognized.
Absolutely, it's just the context that's important. I mean, I teach speech, and we teach in Jamaica what we call received pronunciation, which is really BBC English.
Okay, yes.
But you can't teach that patois is bad because patois
No.
is its own fantastically rich language.
That's
It's
right.
just context that's
it.
important. So you
That's
speak
it.
the standard King's English when it's necessary, and you speak the patois.
It's part of bilingualism. If you're bilingual, you just address it to the audience that's fluent in the language.
Exactly right.
But recognizing that language is a difficulty we're having in the UK and other places as well.
Yeah, it's fascinating that you're pushing ahead in this field. And so on that note, you are here because you're at a conference. Tell me a little bit about that conference.
So at UE, University of West Indies, are currently doing a Creole and Pidgin language conference.
Creole and Pidgin language conference.
Yes.
And the aim of that conference is to do what?
They're looking at Creole languages within the AI. Like we're now moving towards AI, so seeing how we can make sure at least the AI learning systems are catching up and understanding patois, but also pushing for ways you can protect the language rights of Creole language speakers, whether that be in the school setting, them being able to learn and also being able to speak patois confidently, or also what things can be done to make these languages official, but also how can we learn about these languages and actually respect them and give them the flowers that they are due, because they are due flowers.
Right.
I mean, Jamaican patois influence so many languages
globally.
Music, culture.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is even lost. That even in the UK, I tell people that the word ends is from Jamaican patois. They think, well, no, it's not. It's British that we made it. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not from you.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting what you're here doing, and interesting the work you have done, because many see a future where perhaps you won't need to bring an interpreter in because AI will be able to interpret the Creole for you in the courtroom.
That would also be good. That's all part of language justice, including all languages.
That's right. Wow, trailblazing work. Thank you for coming and sharing it with us. Ife Thompson, family and criminal barrister, Nexus Chambers with the UK, on her landmark course where she was able to advocate for one of ours to have his language spoken and recognised in the courtroom. Coming up next, we're hearing about the NHT's comprehensive range of loan products and services that could help you get the keys to your home. But first, the second edition of News in 5 is next. Thank you.
Thank you.